Hello and welcome to another co-op guide video. This time we're going to be finishing up the Dehaka series, in a sense, focusing on the Devouring One Prestige. Now, this is one of the more, I guess you could say, technical or even knowledge intensive ones because, okay, let's read what Devouring One does. But if you like this content, do like, subscribe. If not for me, but as ugly. Nom, 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 nom. It's not a Zerg. Quiet, that's a primal Zerg. Alright, so before, okay, so what exactly does it do? For this prestige, Devour applies its benefits to all nearby friendly units. Disadvantages, Dehaka is nerfed. Okay, so before we get into that, before we get into the game, let's talk a little bit about what exactly does this and therefore how do you use it more effectively. And I do these guides because I played a fair amount of standard 1v1 ladder. Haven't done it in a while though. But and during that time, I tried to create, these, and for co-op, I tried to create these build orders and guides on how do you, min-max your playstyle with each and every commander. But for the Kaka here, this is second prestige. This one does take a bit of understanding. So let's pull up the wiki. All right, great. So, what exactly is Devour? Kaka has the ability to instantly kill enemy unit, blah 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 blah. 5% life and gain a passive ability based on the enemy type for 15 seconds. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that whenever the Haka devours a unit based on the unit's tag or attribution, it will do a certain something. So what are these attributes? So according to again, all these things will be down in the description. Attributes now cover some tags belong to a blah 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 blah. Here are the list of attributes. Okay, what does this mean in practice? What this means in practice is that every single unit, say this High Templar over here, he will have he has three tags: biological, light, psionic. The Archon, on the other hand, I believe. Okay, let's take another unit such as the tag a biological light. It does not have the tag psionic. Let's take the Colossus. The Colossus has a completely different set of tags, namely being armored, massive, mechanical. Now, the reason that these tags are important, as stated here, is that most weapons with bonus damage only apply to a specific attribute. Basically, when a unit attacks another unit or something else, how much damage it does depends on the tag of that unit. Again, this is mostly for 1 versus 1, but in Dehaka's case, depending on what tag he consumes, this he normally gets that bonus, but in this prestige, not just him, but all of the units surrounding Dehaka also get that bonus. So this does depend on who you. That's so. Here's the thing. There is a greater advantage to eating a High Templar for Dehaka than there is a Marine, because the High Templar also is psionic, whereas the Marine, the biological light. High Templar is the other two traits, but it's psionic. In addition to those, if it ate the Colossus, I believe it should fall under the. I believe it should be under massive. So you kind of prioritize what you want to eat. Now I also asked Reddit on what the tips of playing Dehaka was, and Spirit Walker 83 said, okay, follow the guide. Yeah, but that's a generic guide. With P1 RBDB, I find that the most bang for the buck is devouring massive units, capital Air, Thor, Colossus for those buffs. Especially, they turn your mini army into mini Dakuns. Dakuns, by the way, is a what happens when you merge two Ultralisk. Armies, I usually like to go to Venusaurs, Hydras, Revisaurs, or Mutalisk. Revisaurs. Okay? Fine. Uh, yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, and this will be effectively wrapping up my Dehaka guide since I've done all the other prestiges 4 and 2. Right. Okay, so a point, Spirit Walkers, 83's point. I actually believe it's better to eat psionic units in general because of the explosion that Dehaka have. That said, it is significantly easier to find and go after the massive units, especially in the early game. I do concede to his point there. Alright, so let's get into the game. During the game, I will be able to show you exactly what these tags are. Let's go. Of course, we're going to be running Drift Alcohol. Everything else is going to be running as such. Let's go. Oh, these, by the way, are the Tyrannosaurs you can turn into a cool. Alright, find a game. This shouldn't take too long. So one thing about this build is that this build, Dehaka himself, Dehaka the primal Zerg himself is weaker than many of his other forms. The idea of it is that you're supposed to have an army to supplement it. Oh, this is literally the exact same guy from I was playing a game right before this. We'll see if he quits. He might get bored and dead. Yep, whiffs of alcohol is my standard. But did point out like the all whiff of alcohol. Yeah, the whiff of alcohol is kind of the standard guide map.
You're flat broke, mate. Get some more minerals.
Nope.
Mine more minerals.
Corporal Faraday of the Coral Defense Force. Amon's troops have taken the city.
So
They're
as
summoning
usual, I
void
am
shards
getting up my drone.
everywhere. Once they activate, those shards will decimate
I can afford a drone. I
Grass.
should buy a
We
drone
need
because,
to
of course, you know,
destroy
if you
each
get
of
more
them
drones, you
before
get more
that happens.
minerals.
Don't let me down.
Minerals allows you to buy both drones and other things. Alright, so here's important to know. The primal warden or the unit structure or the primal barracks costs 200. Once we have 200 minerals, right about now, we're gonna get this. I'm gonna make a major deviation from many of the other Dehakas.
What do you like in minerals?
We
You can
can
always get
destroy
this, and I
any
tend to like
foe.
the elite. You can actually go for the middle one, the raw, but I just prefer to go for the elite. Zerg again. Coach, back off. Build another one.
Mine more minerals. Quickly now.
Okay, so here's the deviation. Normally at this point I would be doing things like getting gas, getting maybe even a primal, the primal hive. But in this case, because I want to get units out for Dehaka more quickly, I'll prefer to do this instead. Even just getting a single Zergling out and having that extra DPS is
The enemy is near. Kill.
Try to get more, try to get more. This is gonna be up and running. Okay, now we get the gas. Okay, stick to the Haka, of course. If my Michael was a little better. Things as it one. Push the rest. The other link. Okay, so here's the thing I do is my units specifically. Now we get the gases. So here's the if they're about to die, I try to morph them into Ravasaur because then they come back with full health. Then we can just keep pushing. This back off. More squeeze the links. Coach. Get more units. Again, because we are getting units. So going down how long it takes to get an expansion. Get the healing. So Ravasaurs will have an additional. I mean, the bar above the head is kind of what it is. Oh, we lost the Ravasaurs. That's careless. Let's get another one. Okay, fly to them. When I talked about the tags that a Ravasaurs is armored biological. Maybe this. Nope.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, we've noted quite a
Sending you
few.
the location
Get
of your
on
main
next base.
objective. Now that void shard needs
Now
to
we're
be
gonna-
destroyed post-haste, commanders.
I'll turn these guys into Ravasaurs. Get more links. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move forward, try to eat something of value, okay, that counts, and then use that upgrade as far as possible to attack the void shard. At the next step, If I was more competent, I would have gotten it sooner, to
Fight
be
our
honest.
opponents in the field, or we'll be fighting them at home. This war
Let's
leaves
back off.
no room for civilians.
Find something to eat.
Watchful.
Go back to attacking this thing. Oh boy, the enemy's here. Okay. Watch the links. Another link. Yep, I've applied the upgrade. Oh, I probably should not have done that inside the attack. I still come out with full health. Oh, my mistake.
Change.
Oh. That's very nice of our ally. If not, I would have rotated right after this. Ah, darn it.
Sure blows up pretty,
Okay.
doesn't it?
So here's the thing.
The enemy will
I'm
summon more
relatively
soon.
gas starved because I've
Guaranteed.
been kind of neglecting
More
my
void
gas.
shards are appearing. Destroying
Now,
them
as
is
for
your
unit
main
compositions,
objective.
I disagree. As for unit compositions, the reason I went so big
We
heavy,
face cloaked enemies.
so that I can save more minerals, or more I can save more resources for gas. Okay, for which upgrade you want to get, it kind of depends on what you. Oh boy, I don't want to take that on, especially not alone. Is here? Image short. Look at that. His guards.
Will change.
What he's gonna do? Right, we're gonna push
Mutation complete.
that. Make them really tanky. Get more of them. Get more gas. We're getting get another two of
Hostiles
one of
will reach
these.
us soon. I look forward to hearing your
a
plan.
little. I lost track of what's happening, to be honest. Dehaka's actually in a lot of trouble. Get the additional armor. Back off. Watch the banelings. Oh, Dehaka falls. Yeah, I know, they're going after my...
Strong again.
Have I gotten my second... okay, it's under construction.
Change.
Yes, it applies to...
Unleash deserve.
Alright. Got more resources, back to the front line.
Our allies look like they could use a hand.
So,
That
what I do
unit has
for this
mutated
particular
into something
Dehaka
even
build...
more unpleasant.
I actually don't want to eat this, but I kind of have to, because Dehakas are primary anti-air at this moment. Now we get a bunch of Hydras.
Not enough.
So the build that I'm going to be going here is I'm going to be going... Get the Psionic.
Your allies are having all the fun over there.
Yes.
Oh yes, it also applies to our... Unless I'm very wrong, it also applies to our allies units.
Your ally is
Though
being
you can't see
attacked.
the bar. Okay, so since I'm getting... I actually don't have air units, unfortunately. Or strong anti-air.
Hello, man. We'll fight for my back.
Okay, so since I'm getting them, okay, so once this is done, you kind of have to get these Ultralisk upgrades. But I'm also gonna get the Hydralisk upgrades
Change.
and
Look like they could
my
use a
standard upgrades, which I've completely forgotten, just to get some additional. So the drone is light biological, not the best of things, but you know we make do. Get a whole
It'll take
bunch
more
of
than a few
Hydras.
void shards to defeat
Right out
the
of money.
Dominion.
Have we gotten?
One step closer.
Okay, we should definitely get a few.
Enemies come. Strike swiftly.
Oh right,
Not good.
I forgot to say. Try to have
Multiple void
the
shards
Haka on
in
a
play.
separate
Your
hotkey.
objective is to take them out.
That explosion just wiped them.
Your Zerga now extra. You're flat broke, mate. Get some. That unit has mutated into something even more unpleasant.
Right, so this is roughly the kind of the number of
Many.
Hydralisks you want.
That pirate scum ransacks the city at a time like this? I know it's a
And if you have
personal
additional
request.
minerals, you can just buy
But if
them,
you
in my
can,
opinion. So
Please kill them all.
you get the Psionic. Back a little bit and then fight. Have we gotten the upgrades? Not all.
Mutation complete.
Okay, so what I do with the Hydralisk Hold on. Is that if I see two Hydralisks are wounded, I then try and convert them.
Release the
Our
Zerg.
allies are getting into trouble again. Mutation complete.
Or convert the Hydras. So this is how I'm slowly building up my air army. Or rather my Sky Zerg army.
Your allies are having all the fun
And more
over there.
Hydras.
Mine more minerals, quickly now. Not enough minerals.
Oh, I forgot. Oh yes, I do get the final building. Right, keep pushing. I think we still have time to loop out. Okay, let's grab the psionic. Eat a little bit. Can I eat the Ultralisk? It's gonna wear off real soon. That's fine by me. Get a few more of these. Always look down and keep an eye on your Hydras. There should be a Darius Hydra Behemoth. Gone. Chomp chomp. Okay, so again, I'm just letting these guys get hit, so that when they get hit, oh no, they've taken some
Your
damage.
Zerg are now extra
I grab a whole
terrifying.
bunch of them, click them specifically, convert them
Mutation
into
complete.
Mutalisk.
Looks like you nixed another void shard, Commanders.
Honestly though, if they
I'm
just
impressed.
stay with Dehaka for a
No
time,
match
let's
for our
back.
claws.
They just stay with Dehaka
Our
for a
enemy
period of
seeks to
time.
destroy everything we have
honestly-
built.
You could use a
Honestly, you will have more than enough to
Where are the minerals?
I'll just heal
I
over
was
time,
told there would be
basically.
minerals.
Okay, get the army, better help
Our
defend our
allies are
ally.
getting into trouble again.
Oh, I missed. Ah, darn it.
Worm.
Okay, that
Your ally is being attacked.
Okay, so the thing that you're fighting against Zerg that you need to know, and this applies to every race, is that there's certain you keep an eye out for. This one, honestly, it's the Viper, because the Viper could cast parasitic bomb
Your strength.
that will completely wreck air unit.
Your allies are having all the fun over there.
Alright, let's go engage the bonus.
Change will
Got some snipers over there for
Some
my
in
ally.
charge,
Okay.
and we
A little
keep
bit.
sending them back.
It's done. Next crisis.
Okay, convert those. Keep fighting. Or get out of the way, especially the mutant. But not something we can afford to lose. It's expensive.
One group of shards left.
Oh,
Crush them
no,
into
so- no,
dust
so
and end this fight.
bad,
That's
you
the
mean.
thing about the Dominion.
I see our allies
Even in
already
a
are pushed
crisis.
there.
Our rule of law holds firm. These wretched pirates
few
are about
more?
to get a hell of a lot more than they bargained for.
Okay,
Take
plenty
them
of
out.
time. Let's go after the other bonus. Or leave. Why not? Right, so when I reach that church enemy position, I have all three there. I tend to keep Glavik in reserve. Simply because Glavik is, well, in my opinion, the strongest of the lot. Because Glavik's the only one with consistent anti-air. Which is the Wounded Hydra.
Our enemies are mustering.
Okay,
prepare
for Wounded
yourself.
Hydras, let them into mutas. Alright, let's pull back a little bit. So that we can deal with the enemy attack wave. Our ally is very close by, so this honestly should be quite easy.
Your ally is being attacked.
Well, they killed the infestors. See that it doesn't really matter. Gonna push up there, so it.
Our
I still have-
allies are getting into
I
trouble
still have
again.
Dakwan. Editor was actually referring. Really, really strong, really tanky.
Your allies are having all the fun over there.
And we're just melting everything. Get the next upgrade. Okay, micro a little bit. That was painful. Get some more
Your Zerg
hydras.
are now extra terrifying.
Try and get the mutant the safety as far as I can.
Our allies look like they could use a map.
Pirate ship
Okay,
neutralized.
that's actually kind of risky.
Nothing worse than
Just
pirates
that
and
the
traitors.
reason that those it's okay, so the units you gotta watch out for the Viper from the Zerg, High Templar from the
Our
Protoss,
allies are
and
getting into
Raven
trouble
from
again.
the Terran. Careful because they have very strong AoE. Oh, that's melting everything. Yeah, can we reach it? Yep, we got it. So they can cast Parasitic Bomb, Psionic Storm, and Hunter Seeker Missile respectively. And that is a gigantic problem. Okay. As
Your
to
allies
these,
are having all the
make a
fun
few
over
bunch
there.
of
We don't
Hydras.
have enough gas.
spend the
Consider
entire gas bag.
expanding.
Start pushing this Ultralisk. Summon Glevic. Pushing this objective.
Come to battle.
Oh, here's the thing. The mutants all tend to like stack together in a gigantic.
I see your reputations
See?
are well earned.
And if they get
These
hit by
void
oh man,
shards are
like
dropping
right
like
now, if
flies.
they got hit by parasitic
We
bomb, they're gonna take
evolve.
insane AOE.
Come.
There's a point that you know, it's dangerous. What's of the matter is that if you all of these Mutalisks like you know now or too early, you could very easily lose the game. Convert Hydras. Got a fresh batch of Hydras coming in anyway. This lots
Not
of
today,
tags.
Amon.
Leviathan lots of
We'll
tags.
obliterate every void
Again, you
shard
want to eat
you
those if
stick in the
possible,
ground.
but Dehaka here was still digesting his meal. If I played a little better, I would have
Enemies
actually saved
inbound.
it for that.
Will they never stop clawing?
Okay, I think we just won here. Remedy Glevic.
Enemies are unchanging. No match for us.
Right, so if you like this content, do like and subscribe. If not for me, what the Zag. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom.